Good morning, traders, and God bless. I'm Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre market session. Each morning, we listen for stocks to be called out in stream one or for them to pop up in these two scans. I want to watch for these green bars. The more green bars we had, the more the buyers have been in control. So once we see a stock we're interested in or it's called out, we want to check the current bar volume, which is the volume in the very last candle. We want high volume flow. We want this number moving as fast as possible. We want to see a battle between the buyers and the sellers. Once we confirm that the volume in the current candle is what we're looking for, you want to see the money flow indicator here, this green line above the yellow and trending up as steep as possible. This is not steep as possible. It will definitely go straight up in the air. And at the same time that this money flow is happening, we want to see these green bars breaking above this yellow line. This tells me that more buyers are coming in than average. And then the stock starts rising. Don't just jump in though. Wait for these two labels here. If the stock looks really good and the money flows in order and we have green bars everywhere, when these two labels fire green and these numbers are above 80%, we'd like to see 85, 95, and 100. This stock will be rising. This is your trigger point. Sometimes before it, if you've been here long enough, you know how to get the feel for this stuff. You can feel it in your bones when it's fixing to fire. So if you're new here, make sure you attend many of these live streams before you put any money into this market. Maybe try it on paper first, write down your entry, your exit, and your results. And if you continue to be profitable on paper, then try real money, but trade small share size. Anywhere between 1 and 10 shares should do it to get you started. And if you continue to be profitable with real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. I'm also not a financial advisor. I am a coder and I code indicators for a living. So make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. You could lose some or all of your money. Over in your active trader, make sure your TIF is on EXT so you don't miss a trade. And if you continue watching this live stream past this very moment right here, you are taking full responsibility for your actions, whether you win or lose. Thank you for joining me this morning. It looks a little hopeful. CRCL moving up this morning. BATL moved up a little bit this morning. NVIDIA moved up a little bit this morning. We'll see how the morning goes. I like seeing that we have a little bit of hope here. This one may even go more. CRCL. Have to keep our eyes on it. I'm being told LUMN right now. LUMN. Always happens when I got my mouth going. Looks like it spiked up all the way to 8.60, $8.60, back down to $8.25. I'm not seeing good indicators here. This looks like maybe a spam pump, maybe. So be cautious. No volume whatsoever if you look right here, just barely flowing. So we're currently listening for something to be called out up here or watching these green bars. When you see these green bars growing, check this volume here in this column and see if that's, and click on that stock and see if that's the one you like. CRCL pushing up a little bit at a time.
ETHU
Well, I was hoping for a little bit more activity out of CRCL. Doesn't look like we're going to get it, but it's not selling off. So we'll watch it till something else pops up. CRCL, a few more buyers coming in.
CRCG.
Looks like CRCG would be the $1.85 ETF of this CRCL. CRCG. You don't want to spend $71 a share. CRCL, very low volume, but continuing to climb.
ETHU. IRE. RGTX. ETH.
Not seeing anything at the moment. Couple of small movers.
CRCG.
Not seeing any volume moving whatsoever. Let's see if maybe they get interested in FRGT. Currently at a buck 58. We do have a green label here. We don't have the volume flow that I like. We do have money flow going up. We do have buyers above the average yellow volume line, but we don't have enough volume to keep it going. Few people come in, then it stalls. Few people come in, then it stalls. So I've seen the market move slow to stop, completely stop. It's an emotional thing. Anything affects the market. Anything that can affect profit, anything that can bring bad news will affect the market. You have to take the good times with the bad times. Is this not normal? No, it's perfectly normal. The market's done this many times over. When the money's good, when the market's good, that's when you take advantage of it. When the market is bad, if you short stocks, it can be good that it's going down as well. If you don't short stocks, you need to sit back and wait till the market's in your favor again and hit it as hard as you can. It's kind of like seasonal workflow. Look at it that way. That's the best way to do it. Sometimes it's not good to invest, sometimes it's good to invest. Just take advantage of the good and the bad if you can. If you can't, sit back and wait it out. But is this normal? Well, we've been going downhill for quite some time. That part of it's not normal. But yes, it is part of trading. The market goes up and down, sometimes down longer than it goes up, sometimes up longer than it goes down. It's not predictable. You just have to be here every day, take advantage of what gets put in front of you. You can make some money on it, go for it. If you can't, sit back and wait. FRGT, a few buyers coming in, kind of looking a little bit north here, may not hold. Needs to break this level right here at $1.60. Under heavy volume, and I don't expect that to happen.
SNXX.
You are correct, Greg T. I just noticed that when you said it. We're talking about the decimal percent that was in the volume yesterday is now gone.
SNXX. CRCG. FRGT. ETHU.
FRGT breaking above that $1.60 level to $1.61. Don't like the money flow indicator down here, kind of laying flat. Don't know which way it needs to go. Big lot more sellers down here at times. So kind of a rough ride here, or a lucky guess, I should say. Not
FRGT.
paying very much money to guess at. That's how I'm going to look at this. So I'm not interested in it.
ETHU. ETHU. FRGT. ETH. ETHU. FRGT.
Money flow definitely headed down. You can see the tall
IRE.
wicks developing on the top. These are all sellers driving the price back down. You can tell the money's coming out of that stock.
IRE. ETHU. ETH. 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 ETHU. RGTX. IONX. IRE. IONX. IRE. ETHU. IRE. IONX. BITX. ETH. CRML. RGTX. ETHU. IONX. ETHU.
Not seeing too much at the moment. A bunch of stocks being called out, but I've got the stock very sensitive to scan up here. So it's going to call out penny moves when they happen. Right now, we're searching for anything that we can make a buck on. So I'm going to leave these filters
CRML.
slacked on here. They want to check each one as they're called out. CRML. Might have low
ETH.
volume, one tick upwards, but there is possibilities that it can
IONX.
continue upwards.
IRE.
IRE continually being called out, but it's only paying pennies.
IONX.
IONX. Everything moving in pennies. Me, I'm waiting for that big breakout in a nicely priced stock. Other than that, I'm sitting on my
ETHU.
hands.
BITX. IRE. AMDL. IRE. BOIL. BITX. MSTU. BNAI. BNAI.
BNAI current bar volume 1400. Another one moving slow.
RGTX.
LS. I haven't personally traded it on futures. I haven't traded futures in a couple of years. Been hitting the pre-market really hard. That seems to be where the money is, so I don't worry about other things to invest in. But we do have Donkey Lips here. He's been using it for futures, and I believe he's pretty much sold on it.
BOIL.
Maybe he can make a comment here. I don't know if he's here this morning. I haven't seen him, but he claims it's a cheat code. He thinks it works very well. There he is.
AXTI. BNAI.
BNAI, a $31 stock, very low volume, but looking north.
AXTI. BNAI. BOIL.
You are welcome, LS.
BNAI.
BNAI still pushing up under low volume. I think the only problem we have with this Smart Candles Pro indicator is it works pretty well. I'm going to say above average of any other indicator we have. And when you get into a stock like this, let's just say you got in early and you got in with a good amount of shares. The problem we have is a lot of people don't have the willpower to hang on until it tells you to get out,
RGTX.
because you get into so much money with it. If you have enough shares, your conscience keeps saying, take the profit, take the profit, take the profit. And you end up taking the profit, and ends up keeps going. So trusting it is the only issue I see with it. As long as it has volume, this indicator will let you know what to do. It actually has the buy and sell signals. I don't have them turned on, but I love it. Have I been able to hold on? No, and I'm even the creator. I mean, you get enough money in the bank. Why? Don't be greedy, maybe?
IRE.
I'm hoping one day somebody says, man, I was in for 2,000 shares and I hung on all the way to
CRCG.
red and I made 40 grand. So if you're brave enough,
BNAI.
let me know.
CRCG. BNAI. CRML.
I understand that autumn rain, and I kind of have to for the new people that are here. If I don't guide them, then they could lose.
CRML.
Yeah, you can always mute me, put me in the corner on my knees.
AXTI. CRML.
Yeah, I totally get it though. You see a stock going up, you're in it, and I'm screaming, take the profit if you are in the profit, lock it in, and you get out and it keeps going. So I could be part of the problem. I also can be part of the solution. Here's another stock under a dollar, RETO. Thank you for calling it out. G Sanchez. Moving up, but under low volume, but the volume seems to be picking up. Maybe it'll break a dollar and keep going. Let's see what happens. Smart Candles says it's a buy. Said it was a buy down here. So whenever you see a green candle in this indicator, that's a buy signal. The first green candle after a red, that's a buy signal. First red candle after a green, that's a sell signal. Our ETO getting some attention, but it's getting attention from profit takers and buyers. So not getting anywhere fast. Money flows kind of up and down, choppy. Probably not worth the risk at this price. Nice trade, Gary, on RETO. You must have been in
BOIL.
it before we even brought it up. Profit 812. Good job, Gary. He says he did catch it early. Nice job, Pro Dollar.
IRE. CRCG.
CRCL looks like some buyers coming in, maybe. Still trending upwards if you haven't been watching it. I have it on another chart as well.
SNXX. CRML.
They had good news earlier, I believe. I didn't read it. I play the news by watching the price move. I let everybody else read the news. If the price starts going up, they must have interpreted the news to be positive. So I let them do the dirty work
CRCG.
and we just watch the volume and the
SNXX.
trend. 72.72 so far. It's up about $10 a share since it started rising.
CRCG.
CRCG is this same company here, CRCL. When you hear CRCG being called out, that is the ETF of CRCL.
SNXX.
Not going to pay as much money on that one.
CRML. SNXX. ETHU.
Looks like our list is getting shorter.
BOIL. AXTI. BOIL.
Don't forget today NVIDIA reports earnings after the bell. So NVIDIA may move prior to that.
AXTI. BOIL.
I think I got it figured out, Greg. The problem is that one spot you're talking about is also the on off. It's not the whole microphone. They put the on off in a bad spot, I should say. Well, I'm not seeing anything moving currently. Guess this is a game of patience today.
EWY. ETH. BITX. ETHU. BITX. ETHU. UIS. BITX, ETHU, BITU, ETHU, ETH, BITX, BITU, EWY, ETHU, ETH, EWY, MSTU, ETH, TNA, MSTU, BITU, ETHU,
Still not seeing much of nothing today.
ETHU, BITU, BITX, MSTU, ETH, ETHT, SOLT, ETHU, BITU, ETH, SOLT, MSTU, BITX, ETHT, TNA, EWY, MSTU, BITX, ETHU, ETHT, ETH, BITU, TNA,
All right, YouTubers, that free hour is up. And I guess it's another strikeout for today. We did have a few movers, nothing really impressive. We'll keep an eye on the market, keep it going. Don't give up hope. This is normal. You might not like it right now because you need to make a few bucks, but the market goes up and down. Have patience. It'll turn around one of these days. We'll make it all up. But thanks for joining me this morning. God bless you. I will see everybody on Friday. I am out. If you're interested in volumespikes.com, interested about me or the community, visit volumespikes.com. We'd love to have you on board. Have a blessed day. I'm gone.